There are so many benefits to doing things that are outside of your comfort zone. It opens up more possibilities, more freedom, and a better understanding of who you are and what you want. But at the same time, there's so many benefits of feeling safe. Safety is our first priority. Physical safety, obviously, but emotional safety is high up there. When you feel safe, you sleep better, heal faster, think more clearly, focus better, and manage your emotions more effectively. Safety supports creativity, presence, and follow-through. So how do we balance these two needs? And what if expanding your comfort zone could actually make you feel more secure? It turns out they're not mutually exclusive. You don't have to choose growth or security. Expanding your comfort zone actually increases your sense of safety in the long term, because it shows you, over and over again, that you're capable, adaptable, and resilient. When you prove to yourself that you can do something unfamiliar or uncomfortable, you're building self-trust. You're teaching your nervous system, I know how to handle this. I've done this kind of thing before. Additionally, it's important to recognize that your needs and capacity for these things fluctuate. Sometimes you need to focus on expansion, but other times you need to prioritize protection. You can balance growth with letting yourself come back into your comfort zone when you want. Think about attachment theory. Securely attached children see their caregivers as a safe base, a place they can return to when they feel overwhelmed. Because they know that base is there, they feel more comfortable exploring the world around them. We're no different as adults. When we have a sense of internal safety, built through stability, experience, and self-trust, we're more willing to step outside what's familiar. So, other than making you feel more safe, why else is it worth it to expand your comfort zone? As the words imply, it's uncomfortable at first, so I personally need all the reminders I can get to motivate me. Here are a few of the benefits. It helps you discover new interests and passions. Things that were off limits to you before when you were trying to stay comfortable are no longer off limits. It shows you more of what life has to offer, and you see that the world is so much bigger and richer and more interesting than you thought. It makes you feel more alive by bringing flavor, novelty, and excitement into your life. It increases your self-esteem. You feel proud of yourself for doing something hard and capable of going after what you want. It increases creativity and problem solving. New experiences and challenges can stimulate your creative muscles, forge new connections, and lead to innovative solutions. It improves your decision-making ability because it broadens your perspective, increases your resilience, and decreases your fear of the unknown in ambiguous circumstances. And it also brings clarity. You're no longer making choices out of fear, so you start making choices out of joy and passion. Speaking of clarity, if you're not clear on your long-term goals, just setting the goal to expand your comfort zone regularly is a great first step in my opinion. That's what I did in 2024. I made a New Year's resolution to do one thing every week that was outside my comfort zone. That year, I started going to dance classes every week and performed in a troupe, something I'd wanted to do since I was a teenager. I also moved into a new place with my partner after several years of living with my sister. I started a YouTube channel, not this one, but a different YouTube channel. In early 2025, I talked to my boss about switching up some things in my work life, and it worked out great. These are things I worked up to after building a habit of doing one small, scary but intriguing thing every week, and slowly making my comfort zone bigger and bigger. But emotional safety still matters. So, we know all these benefits to expanding our comfort zone, but we still want to be able to just enjoy feeling safe and comfortable sometimes. That's fine. Comfort isn't the enemy. It's a privilege, in fact, and it's meant to be enjoyed and appreciated. Like everything in life, it's a balance of using the right approach at the right time. Safety is a fundamental drive, and emotional safety is what allows us to take risks without burning out. You don't need to eliminate all fear or stress, but you do need a sense of stability to keep showing up consistently. And here's the kind of paradoxical thing. Expanding your comfort zone, when done gradually, can actually build that internal sense of safety. Every time you do something new and come out the other side, You're proving to yourself that discomfort isn't dangerous, that you can try new things and handle the outcome. It makes the world feel like a safer place. So let's talk about how to expand your comfort zone without overwhelming yourself with a few practical approaches. Number 1, track your progress. As I mentioned, one of my favorite tools is a simple weekly check-in. Write down in your journal what you did that expanded your comfort zone that week, or what you plan to do in the upcoming week. When I did this, sometimes it was a small, boring thing that didn't seem like it should be challenging, like finally getting my car registration renewed, for example. That was something I'd procrastinated on for ages, though, and so it was significant to me. Other times it was more exciting, like starting a new creative project or trying a completely new public activity like dance classes. Oftentimes I'd end up with several things in my journal by the end of the week, which gave my mind more evidence that I was the kind of person who was adventurous and brave and got shit done. You don't need to start with the most intimidating thing on your list. Begin with something slightly uncomfortable but within reach. Even something as simple as leaving the house when you don't feel like it can count. It's not about impressing anyone, it's just about building your discomfort muscles, creating a pattern. Over time, those small decisions build real momentum. 2. Reframe the goal of the activity to make it less scary or hard. Take going to a dance class, for example. You could have a whole myriad of goals and standards for yourself, like absolutely slay the choreography, break new ground with your technique, make 10 new friends, be charming and likable to everyone. But thinking about all of those things at once can be stressful. And if you're worried that you won't be able to meet those unrealistic standards, you're going to be dreading it all the way up until it's time to go. Be tense the whole time and be disappointed with yourself afterwards. Instead, you could reframe the goal as just go, because that is already expanding your comfort zone no matter what happens. You don't need to control or try to do anything else. Some good bonus goals could be enjoy moving your body to the music, get a workout, share space with other people and send good intentions their way, or practice being seen. These are things you'll be doing anyway that are within your control and just require slight adjustments to your mindset to make them more enjoyable. Number 3, focus on what actually matters to you. You don't need to follow a generic list of challenges. If skydiving or public speaking or making small talk with strangers at the grocery store isn't part of the life you want, skip them. But if something feels meaningful, even if you're unsure how, it's probably worth trying. That curiosity and interest is what's going to help you push through the discomfort of the unfamiliar. Do some reflection on your values, interests, and what you're drawn to. Things that you've always wanted but felt like weren't possible for you, or you didn't have the time right now, or maybe when you had more energy, or after more therapy, or higher self-esteem. Now's the time, baby. That's prime territory for comfort zone expansion right there. You can also use this as an opportunity to explore. Maybe you're not sure yet what matters most to you. Trying new things can help you find out. Think of it as a series of small experiments. Try something, see how it feels, adjust. If you hate it, that doesn't mean it was a waste of time, because you learned that you hated it. And survived another uncomfortable experience. Look at that. 4. Break it down and just start. Big tasks become more approachable when you break them into small actions. This can look like writing out the steps, giving yourself a roadmap of the whole journey, and a concrete checklist to go through. It can also look like just identifying the first step and starting it without thinking about it. So often when we think too long about something we're procrastinating on, we talk ourselves out of doing it. But even just opening a document or setting a timer to work on the thing for 5 minutes can be enough to shift us into action. One hack I heard that blew my mind because it actually works is just to look at the thing you're avoiding. Like, physically look at it. Open the page on the computer, stand in your messy room, open the mail, just look at it. I know it's cliche, but where attention goes, energy flows, and before you know it, you'll be working on it. It's like magic, honestly, because it cuts through the overthinking and makes it tangible. It's like, okay, I see something I can do. I'm just going to pick away at this task, one little thing at a time. But before you know it, you've built some momentum and you've been working on it for 30 minutes or an hour or 2 hours. Or even it turned out to just be a 10-minute task and it's done already. That's the magic of just starting. Number 5, support your nervous system. When it comes to an internal sense of safety, a calm baseline nervous system is fundamental. You can do all the mindset work in the world, but if your body's strung out, it won't stick. This might bring to mind images of meditation, breath work, yoga, but honestly, it gets even more simple than that. Those are great practices, but our basic physical health habits are just as important. Our brain is just a part of our body, so if our body feels bad, that's going to pull down our mental and emotional state. So remember all the basics and try to do more of them while keeping in mind that there is no need to be a perfectionist about it. We're not going for a monk-like existence here. Anyway, here are the basics I'm talking about. Eat healthy food. I'm talking fruits, vegetables, whole foods, healthy fats, and all that anti-inflammatory stuff. Your gut and your brain are deeply connected. Some even call the gut the second brain. Your gut produces most of your serotonin and helps reduce inflammation if it has good fuel. Next, drink enough water. So easy, but so easy to forget. Water supports blood flow to the brain. Even 1 to 2% dehydration can cause fatigue, brain fog, headaches, and irritability. Another cliche, but water really is healing. I have a big old water bottle and I try to fill it up 2 to 3 times per day. I literally write that on my to-do list every day. Next, get some exercise. Regular movement boosts blood flow, energy, mood, and even memory. Some studies have shown it to be as effective as medication or talk therapy in treating anxiety and depression. Next, cut down on alcohol and caffeine. I hate this one. I like alcohol and coffee, but both can mess with your sleep, mood, and gut health if you overdo it. Know how it affects you and pull back when needed. That's all I'll say. And get better sleep. I also hate this one. It's so hard to tackle it directly, but it does impact everything. The good news is, pretty much all of these other health habits support sleep as well, because they make your body feel better, less inflamed, and more relaxed in the long run. A daily magnesium glycinate supplement has helped me, but you've got to take it every day for up to 3 months to see the full effect. I also try to bring some radical acceptance to it, because everyone struggles with at least one of the things on this list. Most people struggle with all of them, and you can still have a beautiful, enchanting life even so. In conclusion, you don't need to be growing constantly. There's value in rest, stability, and enjoying the things that already feel good. But if you want more freedom, more confidence, and more clarity about who you are, then gradually expanding your comfort zone is one of the best ways to get there. Growth doesn't have to be dramatic, it just has to be intentional. You're allowed to start small and move at your own pace. And the more you practice, the more things become part of your comfort zone. That's the goal. Not to stay uncomfortable forever, but to feel more comfortable doing the things that you care about. Make your comfort zone a bigger, more interesting, more fulfilling place to be. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a liberating, expansive, and wonderful day. Bye for now.